Hello, ladles and jelly spoons. This is Tim Dowd for Living with MS in Tenerife, and it says here we're live. So we are live. Welcome. It's 5:55, and this is Balcony Banter. And here we all are. Tim, Christina, Ian, and Giuliani in the corner over there. How the devil are you guys?
Hi guys, hiya.
Hi, everyone.
Hi Christy, hiya.
Oh, we got everybody online. Hang on, let me see. I've got your comments here so I can see now. Da-da. So we have the first one in. Sounds good, full intake. If they don't, if you cut your carb intake. They don't, if you cut your carb intake. The answers to the question, why do diets fail? They don't if you cut your
Yes.
carb intake. Okay, good. Denise Pearson you're doing an amazing job, Tim. Thank you so much. Those are the types of comments we like here.
Yeah,
Marie Alti says, hi, Tim. There don't eat if you eat veg and fruit and water and less beer. I thought, isn't beer veg and fruit and water? I thought it was.
just
But you're right.
water.
You're right. And
Hoppy hop.
somebody called Ian Miller says good evening. Pete and Shell, hello Tim and everyone. Pete and Shell are back to Pete and Shell.
All right.
Charlie says hi Tim. And Giuliani Nendel says hello everyone and welcome. Very formal there, Giuliani. And Bob says great subject tonight, should be rather interesting. And Vincent Flanagan with his red button there says good evening all. Thank you Vincent for all your support. The red button, as we said this morning on the walk, the red button means you've been a member of the team now for over 6 months. Thank you so much for your support there.
Wow.
Good evening, says Derek. Buenas tardes, says Maria. Evening, everyone. Julie, Anthony, Tony, Barry, Zelda, Anne Marie, Joanna D, Ian the Doorman, Pete and Shell, Heather McCarthy, Craig Andrews, Moira, and Neil Davidson also got a red button. Hi, Neil. That means you're my very first supporters there on the membership thing. Obviously, people have been supporting us for years, but you guys were joined the membership the first time I put it up there. Thank you, guys. If you do want to support the channel, you can go to timothydowd.com and find out on the support page how to do that. If you want to join the membership here on Google, you can have a look in the description right at the bottom. There's a link. And thanks for everybody coming in. So what we're going to start off with today we've got a treat for you actually. We've got an interview with Christina again because she doesn't like coming in live, do you, kid? So we'll find out why in a minute. And Ian sent us the show run, which I'm just looking at now, and I'm totally ignoring it. But
I knew you would like,
he does it to the second as well, So 5:55 and 18 seconds. Play Balcony Banter. 18 seconds. Play Balcony Banter. And then crossed his all back to us four.
There we are.
No, he didn't. But he just keeps us all in check. So we're going to listen to an earlier version of Giuliani talking about why diets fail. Then we're going to have a discussion about why diets fail, and then we're going to play Christina's contribution, and then we're going to watch the sunset. Maybe, I don't know.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I'm on mojito cocktails. It's actually water with lime juice.
Good.
Yeah.
And
I'm having the same.
yeah, Christina's having the same.
Cheers, my dears.
Cheers, my
Cheers.
dears. And this morning I started my walking again. I have started walking, so I'm going to bed earlier, and I'm getting up earlier, so I can do my walks. And getting up without a hangover, that's the best. That is the best. I didn't realise you could get up without a hangover.
Oh, come on. Where were you this morning? Was that the industrial estate at the other side of Adeki?
It is actually. In fact, it's when you get off the motorway in Adeki, the main, not the Adeki town one, the Las Torres it's called, or Los Olivos. So it's the second Adeje exit before you carry on towards Santiago del Teide or wherever.
Ah,
it
right,
is when
okay.
it's,
Yep.
And you come off there, and it's where Lidl is. So you come down to the roundabout,
Oh.
turn right, and then you go up to Lidl. Well, what I did is I turned off the road just before that, and I got to the Helidreams helipad, which is if you're coming up passing the second, if you're coming up to the second Adeje exit, it's on the left. So
Right.
so basically, it's Tutrebol and the old Tropicana. I don't know whether
Show
it was.
place.
Yeah, was it ever open that, or was it just a?
It used to be a show place with where the Tropicana show was shown, and next to it was a discotheque.
Oh,
And
it wasn't a supermarket. I thought it was Tropicana supermarket.
no.
Oh, it was
Back
like
in
a
the days.
stage reviews and all that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Club
yeah.
Tropicana, drinks are free.
That's
that one.
it.
That's not the same
At the
place. Yeah.
Copacabana.
That's not the same place as where they had the go-kart racing. There used to be a place there that they used to have shows as well.
Oh, that's
Yes.
still there.
Is that still there?
That's a bit further down.
Yes.
That's by Fanya Bay, the Fanya Bay exit.
Right.
So this is the next exit up, basically.
Yeah.
In fact, if you get off at the first Adeje exit, and instead of going up the hill to Adeje, you go round the roundabout and take the
Back over
road
the-
parallel to the left of the motorway, then you'll come to the Tutrebol, and then that's where Tropicana is. And then if you turn left there, you go down towards La Caleta, and that whole area there is going to be redeveloped. I've seen an artist's impression. There's going to be redeveloped with a go-kart thing and park area and bars and walking thing and all the good stuff.
Yeah,
It's called Adeje Shopping.
All right.
It's been in the works for quite a while, but I don't reckon it'll be finished till about 2030.
Well, there is already the first man cave that exists, the Leroy Merlin.
The Leroy Merlin, yes,
Yeah.
that's like a B&Q, or what would it be in
In
Hornsbach?
German, it would be a giant Obi-Markt.
Obi-Mark, that's it, the Obi-Wan Kenobi Mark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obi.
Yeah. So I went there today. The guy threw me out for filming inside, even though I wasn't filming inside. I went in, you see, and then I turned around to come out, and then he chased me outside in the car park and says, "You can't film inside." I said, "I'm not inside." He went, "Oh, okay." But that was fun. It took me an hour anyway. But back up to Helidreams.
Right.
Helicopters. Right. So today is diet. So I know I say day 3 of the diet on if you're looking at my shorts. Not looking at my shorts, but you know what I mean. If you're looking at the short videos that I do, I know I say I'm on a diet day 15 or whatever it is, but it isn't a diet. So it's not like the cabbage soup diet or the keto diet or whatever it is. I just changed my lifestyle slightly. And
Okay.
a slight change of lifestyle meant that what I used to do was I would go shopping and buy enough food for 4 people for a recipe, because that's what it says in Jamie Oliver's book. So I'd be buying the recipe for 4 people. Then I'd come home, and before I got home, I'd swing by the pub and have a couple of sneaky beers. Then I'd nip to the supermarket underneath, and I'd pick up a couple of cans to take away, and go home, cook the food, and drink the cooking beers. Didn't I have cooking beers?
Yeah.
I'm having a cooking beer. It doesn't sound that bad if you're having a cooking beer, but when it's your 3rd or your 4th, it probably is. Then I drink a half a bottle of wine with the meal, and because I'd made 4 portions, Christina would get 1, I'd get 3. So I was like just scoffing out of the middle of the table because I bring it all out and there'd be loads. And then we'd probably have a brandy or something, not every night, but a brandy. So if you're having 4 beers a day and half a bottle of wine and a brandy, plus you're eating 3 portions of a meal, plus you're snacking with crisps and nuts and stuff in the day, plus you have 2 bread rolls or sometimes 3 bread rolls for breakfast,
Oh, come
full
on, stop it.
of full of ham and cheese. I mean, that's what I was doing. I was doing ham and cheese,
Oh, dear,
but I
dear,
didn't have
dear.
lunch. I did have lunch, so I thought, oh well, I can have an extra bread roll, you know. So I'm having 2 or 3 bread rolls with ham and cheese, and then 4 beers, half a bottle of wine, 3 portions of dinner. Even on the small little plates, 3 portions is a lot, and then not going walking since Christmas. So then
Yeah.
I ballooned up to 118. And so
Wow.
I decided if I go on a diet, you know, like if I become vegan immediately or something, that's never going to last for me. So I decided just to change my lifestyle. And the change of lifestyle was don't go shopping and buy 4 portions. Or if I do, because there's no other way of doing it, you know, you can't buy half a zucchini, right? So if I do, then make the 4 portions and freeze half. So that's the one thing, the lifestyle change, and only eat 1 portion at dinner. So that was the first thing. So it's the same food, the same so unhealthy food, if you like. But I try to make it a bit more healthy now with the vegetarian stuff, not so much meat in the week.
Yeah.
And so that was the first lifestyle change. The second lifestyle change was don't go down the pub after shopping. And that was easy because level 4 came in and I wasn't feeling well anyway. So I just stopped doing it. When I was ill, I wasn't down the pub. And when I was better and going shopping, I didn't go. I just came straight home. And don't buy cooking beers. So, no, it's a lifestyle change. So I'm not buying cooking
Yes.
beers now. So that was the things. And then the amazing thing that happened is I decided 1 bread roll in the morning is maximum. But I found a way of cheating because I cut it into 3 pieces. And this morning I actually cut it into 4 pieces so I can have 4 things on top.
Yeah.
But it's still less than 3 bread rolls, each cut into 3 pieces.
Yeah. And can I ask you a question?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, and if you say that it's a lifestyle change, why do you still call it diet?
Because on the diet day 3 is a more immediate title. Diet day
Is
15.
it because it goes better with YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
So I'm attracting viewers that are putting in search for diets.
Okay, what I'm asking for yourself, I mean, however you want to call it on YouTube, but for yourself, because you're obviously doing it for yourself, has it already registered that it's not a diet and more a lifestyle change?
Yeah, I mean, the fact that I discussed it as a lifestyle change and explained what I'm doing as a lifestyle change is that's the reason I do it, because I've always said that if I go on a diet, it always sounds temporary.
Yeah.
And also, a diet has a goal, and I don't have a goal. I just want to change my lifestyle. And also, if you want to be slimmer, then you have to eat the amount of food that person with 90 kilos or 75 kilos or whatever your ideal weight should be, you have to eat that amount of food that person would sustain. And if you're heavier than that, then you'll actually lose weight, because if you're only sustaining 90 kilos and you're 100 and I was 118 2 weeks ago, then you'll automatically lose weight. So first of all, change the lifestyle, then change small contents of the lifestyle. So less meat, don't eat butter maybe, or just cut things out that are superfluous, or just do different types of food. So it could be that when the weather gets better, we'll do some more salads or something like that. Yeah. But it's not like, oh God, another salad on my diet. It's a lifestyle change.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, you gotta love that. Start incorporating more and more things that you would love in your new lifestyle.
Yeah.
And that you actually enjoy.
Yeah.
And if you enjoy eating, both of you, it's nothing wrong with it. And like you're doing, like the 3 cuts, cutting it in 3 pieces, then it's mentally, it's still sort of triggering something
It
there.
does. And funny enough, I'm full.
Exactly. And also you can compensate with your walks if you enjoy eating, and you know that you're gonna have great food tonight, and you're probably most likely gonna eat a little bit more, then obviously you gotta compensate with a walk or whatever, lifting the
funny enough,
dumbbells or lifting Christine.
I do that a lot. Funny enough, the meal tonight is the third time we're eating it. So it was a stew on Sunday, right? And then I put it in a pie yesterday, and then today I've got it with dumplings. So I mean,
Wow.
if somebody looks at it and sort of says, "What, you're having stew and dumplings? You're on a diet?" I don't understand. Well, obviously, no, you don't understand, because it isn't. It isn't. I'm not going. I'm not changing my lifestyle for yours. A lot of people have
Yeah.
tried to help by saying, try this, try that, try the other. But I am not changing my lifestyle for your lifestyle. I still have a lifestyle.
Yeah.
I'm just changing my lifestyle slightly. And my lifestyle is rootin', tootin', drinking and eating, right? But if I change my lifestyle slightly, then it works for me. And I know that everybody says,
Exactly.
oh, I mean, the first one on here, cut out I nearly said carburetors, carbohydrates, cut out carbohydrates, you just might as well just not live. I mean, carbohydrates are an integral part of the human diet, and so yeah, you could do that, but then I'll end up like you, and I don't want to be that person. I want to be me. Not saying that
Because
what
you
you
are
do is
already
wrong.
taken.
I'm already taken. Yeah. What does what does Peter? What is he called? Dieter Nuhr.
Yeah.
He says, "Be yourself," because no, was it Dieter Nuhr? Who says "be yourself"? Because no, it's not. It's what's his name? Gunther Grunwald. He says, "Be yourself," because you don't have any other option. Which is true.
Yeah.
We got loads of people. Commenting. To lose weight, it has to be a sustainable calorie defect. That's why most people fail to lose weight, because we're all different in achieving that defect. Exactly. Hi, Tim. Flying Trucker's daughter here. Hope you're well. Wanted to thank you for your donation to my FundMe page. Flying Trucker Ian, as you all know, his daughter has had some bad news, and she's got a bucket list that she wants to do. And there's a GoFundMe page. So if you want to go and help out Ian's daughter, I think the link is already in the description. If it isn't, go back to my community page, and I did a post with the link in it. It's with the beautiful lady in the wedding dress. So if you nip over there to my community page on my channel, you will find, that's quite all right, Chris. You'll find a link to that, and she's here thanking me there. So you're very, very welcome, and I hope everything goes all well for you. Okay, and Craig says, because all the things we like are so nice, they are full of fat, we can't give in to temptation. Barry Keto, oh, that sounds like a diet. Diets usually fail, mostly are too extreme to sustain for any length of time. Exactly what I was saying. A healthy eating plan should be for life and shouldn't be called a diet. It's a lifestyle choice. Barry, that's exactly what I'm talking
That's
about.
it.
Also, walking, lots of water, good balanced diet is always good for maintaining weight loss, says Ian. And Zach Goes Walking says, there is no one-size-fits-all answer. Most fail because the plateau they have not been told about readjusting their calorie intake to increase activity progressively once they do plateau. Yeah, it's one of those things where you're trying to lose weight, and all of a sudden you lose all the water, and you go, 10 kilos in the first two minutes. And then you just, nothing happens then, and you give up. You're right. Plenty of fruit and vegetables, good proteins, water and exercise. Marie Alti says, lost 10 pounds doing a vegan diet for 3 weeks. You will, actually, you will. It's right at the beginning there. Jeff Herdman, thinking of coming over next week for a month. Cool dude. I'll make up the spare room for you there, Jeff. Tina, Simon's on, saying hi, Marie. Trees on a run diet. I think he's lost 3 days. Zach goes walking. These so-called fad diets will see weight loss, but this is water, not fat. And once that stops, people give up. They're not long-term. Exactly right. Exactly right. Pete and Shell, we eat healthy, nutritional food and exercise, but my downfall is the beer. Exactly. I mean, I have not missed not going for a pint. And in fact, if you've watched the show, I have gone for a pint, just not every day. Because it's too easy to fall into that thing here, isn't it, in Tenerife, to be like the afternoon delight drinker. Because, you know, you've done all your stuff and you've done shopping and all of a sudden it's 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. Yeah, you know what, I'll have a beer. And then you end up, you're there till 7 or 8 o'clock at night. Some people in there 9, 10 o'clock. Tina says, I always cook extra portions, then freeze them. Easy meals when there's short time. Exactly right.
Yep.
In fact, it's easier if you have ice cream for dinner and then it's already frozen. Save on more time.
That's it.
Another thing is don't go shopping when you're hungry because you just buy anything. Julie?
That's true.
Yes.
That's true.
Definitely, you started me off now.
Definitely.
Colin's on, Colin McCabe. Subscribe to you this week. Great vlogs, thanks. Well, I've not actually subscribed to Zach, I don't think. So let's go and have a look at Zach Goes Walking. And if you like walking videos, I'm sure we'll find some there. There we go. Everybody saying hi. I have never been on a diet, and I only weigh 7 stone 7 pounds, says Moira. There you go. She's only like 3 years old, though. Jeff Herdman was deleted. Oh dear, what did he say? Oh dear. Was trying it out for January, but missed my chicken too much, Maria Alta. Yeah, you can miss chicken. Actually, you can get vegan chicken now. You can get.
You can.
There's a guy online. Yesterday he made sausages out of eggplant. Berengue. What's it called? Berengue. Colin saying hi to Simon.
In Germany, there's even shops that do all vegan stuff.
Slimmer Life, Slimming Secrets. Our diet is what we eat. Everyone's on a diet. Eat what your body needs. My body needs 4 pints of beer and half a bottle of wine.
Yep.
I've got to fight against that body. I always finish my meals, then eat what the wife has left. It all stems from my childhood when it was drummed into me with my siblings. Yeah, exactly.
That's perfect. This is a really good comment, actually. Yeah? And it's so much, part of what we were always talking about, the paradigm. And those are clearly food paradigms, a multitude of habits that are passed on from generation to generation. So just imagine, I can still remember that from my grandmother saying that to me. Mm-hmm. Eat up the plate, or this typical eat up or the sun's not gonna shine. Well, in Germany it never shone. Anyway, I mean, nowadays I just put less on the plate. I still eat normally, finish my plate, but I just put less on.
Exactly. Well, we only eat off tea plates now. I got a couple more, and then we go to your video there. Deepwater says, no, they're not actually, Tim. Thousands of years ago, we lived without carbs. Your body, that's probably carbs. Your body prefers ketones. You're just lazy. I like everything you're saying there, apart from you calling me lazy. Deepwater. So we don't need that on this channel. Thank you very much. Basically, hi all, coming next month. Please make sure the sun's out, please. What time does it get dark? Around about 6:30, but it's getting later now, isn't it? Mm-hmm. It's getting later now. So it's 6:19 now, and we've probably got another 15 minutes. So around about 6:30.
There's Craig. Craig's got a thing there. Eat little more often.
A lot of people say that, and I can't do that.
No, I wouldn't agree with that. Like,
A lot of people say that 5 meals a day, but if I ate
Yes.
5 times
Yeah.
a day, I don't, I
Yeah,
couldn't eat that small amount, you know.
You,
What do you do?
you,
Cook
yeah,
5 times a
you're
day?
better sticking to your small amounts at your designated meal times. As you say, a smaller plate.
We use a smaller plate and we eat twice a day, but people say you've got to eat a. I think the reason they're saying that is because if you eat small amounts, you're not as hungry when you come to your meal at night. And if you come to your meal at night hungry, you're going to shove a load of stuff in. So that's assuming you've got no self awareness. And
Yes.
Yeah.
so, I mean, basically, if you decide to do something, whatever that something is, and you can't do it, then that's your problem, right? So all you got to do is make the decision to do what you're going to do, and then do it. So it's integrity, really. And I think that if you start lying to yourself, then also that's a problem. But I think that everybody can speak about themselves, but nobody, and I mean nobody, has the right to speak about what you're doing. Okay? Nobody has that right. They can only come and say what works for them, because
Yeah.
if you even if you coach somebody, you have to coach the thing that's in them out. You can't replace their thinking with your thinking. You can teach them, but you can't replace the thinking. So you've got to cut out carbs, for instance, and here's the reason why: is information. And if I decide to do that and end up losing weight, is that success? Well, no, because I'm not eating carbs anymore, which is stuff that I like, right? So you've got to balance it between what you're doing, what your goal is. I mean, if your goal is to change your lifestyle like mine, that's fine. But why do diets fail? The answer was slimmer life. Diets don't fail. Anything you eat is your diet. So they don't fail.
Yeah.
Why do people get fat? Because you eat too much.
And move too little.
Yep.
And
Yep.
deep water saying fat doesn't make you fat. And that's
There are
true.
good fats and there are bad fats.
Exactly.
And for instance, like we were saying early on about getting hungry and eating five meals, for instance, it's maybe 5 more or 2 or more snacky little bits in
But why
between.
snack? I mean, that's my
But
problem
for
with
instance,
snacking.
talking about good fats, I personally enjoy eating nuts like walnuts or cashew nuts, and I have this close by, so that I can snack something to prevent me getting hangry. Hangry,
Hangry.
So
being
you're
hungry and angry.
you're
That
a,
can happen easily when your blood sugar drops.
you're a nibbler.
No, I'm not a nibbler. I eat my meals. I eat my meals a day. Breakfast, lunch, not so much, but dinner, and I snack in between. Have
Right.
something to eat.
Yep.
I mean, Christina has a half an apple or a nutrient bar in the afternoon,
Yeah.
so that you don't get hangry, and it could. But once I've eaten my breakfast, I don't eat anything then till dinner. I drink a lot. I used to drink a lot of beer. Now I'm drinking a lot of water.
Water.
So I think that's filling it up, you know. So what else are people shouting? Davy Bow, I believe the mixture of minor tweaks in a diet, regular exercise, and watching what we drink, life would be miserable if we cut everything out, so small change can make a difference. Thank you, Davy. That's exactly. Barry Keto, drastically reduce your carb and sugar intake, and you will automatically lose weight. The secret is actually recognizing the high carbs and sugar foods. Unfortunately, beer is high in both, Tim. You know, you're right. And it's, but the thing is, if you drastically reduce your carb and sugar intake and automatically lose weight, that's great if that's your goal. And if your lifestyle changes, that you're drinking less than you did and you're intaking less food, you know, actual in total, but you're still eating the wrong stuff, then it's still okay. Then you can always transgress to the or transcend to the right stuff if your goal changes, which it probably will. But if I started by doing everything that in a diet, one of these, 30 days and give me $100 and in 30 days you lost 50 pounds. Yeah, I mean, I could do that. I mean, there's a doctor, I don't know whether you can say this on YouTube, but there was a doctor talking to a family member, and she was always saying that she can't lose weight. And this was in Germany, by the way. And he says, no, I can't say that on YouTube. But what he was saying was, okay, no, I can't say that. Okay. But what he's saying is, if you don't eat at all, you're going to lose weight, right? So he says, all you've got to do is to just stop eating altogether, and then you will lose weight. And just make sure you take vitamins to make sure you don't get ill. So,
which is also, not the right balance, I guess.
No, it's no. I mean, the doctor was making a point that anybody can lose weight. All you got to do is stop eating, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Cheers.
So how you do that is another thing. This is a great subject. If somebody else could start reading the things, and picking out the ones that they like. In the meantime, I'll play your video, or is it superfluous now?
No,
Go ahead.
We'll go for it. So this is Giuliani's video from when was this?
I think it was 2017.
Okay, so I'm going to mute us, and you guys mute yourselves, and we'll play the video from Giuliani Nendel.
Hi guys, it's Giuliani, and today I would like to just summarize a little thought I had. I got inspired by this really cool webinar my friend Michael made, and in this webinar he was talking about why diets fail most of the time, and he was also talking about how important mindset is in that relation. And he was also talking about the evolution of diet and physical consistency. So my thought about it was that mindset is very, very important in this whole process of dieting and keeping up in shape and following a healthy nutrition. Mindset is so important because most of the time we already know what to do. We have already all this knowledge. We have read so much about it, and we get it on in the media all the time, on television, on the internet. We can read about it. We can watch videos, what we should do right, and we know it all. The thing is that we don't do it, and this is what causes most of the frustration, and this is what holds us back more and more and more. It's not the part that we don't know; it's the part that we don't do it. So Bob Proctor, I'm a huge Bob Proctor fan, and he is a person who really inspired me in self-help and in personal development. So Bob Proctor refers to this thing I was talking about as the knowing-doing gap. So a lot of things we already know, but we don't do them actually. And it's the same about dieting. We know all what to eat, what we should eat in order to get a healthy body, or the exercises we should do to keep our body in shape, but we don't do it. And Michael, in his webinar, he was talking about the evolution, how, for example, in earlier ages we were using more our body power and we didn't need to make so much effort or time in order to compensate that we are not moving enough. So nowadays, as we are more using our mind power, and we are a lot of times bound in offices and don't really get enough movement, we need to make time, and we need to motivate ourselves. And this is the most difficult part, I guess, the motivation, to motivate ourselves going out to do it, to exercise, or to go for a walk, or to go to the gym, or to make some healthy food. This is the most tricky part of it all, and this is where we came from, body power to mind power. But it necessarily doesn't need to be so difficult. It's just changing some little habits. It's not such a big deal. I think oftentimes we make it more difficult than it actually needs to be. It's just that we think in our head it's so huge, it's such a big deal, and for us, for somebody who is not accustomed to it, it's a huge problem, because, for example, everybody struggles with different things in life. Something that comes really easy to me maybe comes very difficult to you. And the other way around. I struggle with things in life where you would say maybe, wow, why does she have such a big problem with it? It's so easy peasy. But to me, maybe it's not. But for them, it is. So it's our own mind that makes up those problems. So just changing little tiny little habits or tiny little ideas, or even sometimes perception, a change in perception in the way of shifting from problem to solution makes a big difference. So I think diet in the end, it's just about willing to lead a better life, willing to invest in yourself, and to continue with a discipline. And discipline is simply giving yourself a command and then stick to it and just pull it through. Sometimes easier said than done, but you can get help from friends, from people you surround yourself with. But there also sometimes you need to cut and see where am I surrounding myself with the right people, or with maybe people who have the same goals as I have, or who support me. So yeah, it's not impossible. Everything is doable, I think. And thank you very much, Michael, for this inspiration. I am looking forward to making more videos and to comment on your webinars. I'm looking forward to seeing more. Bye for now.
Thank you, Giuliani. We're back in the room, and I'm not muted, I hope.
And we had some lovely comments here. One of them coming from Nikki, and she says, at the end of the day, you are what you are. I'd rather have a few extra pounds and be well than be skinny mini and constantly unwell. Live the life you love the life you live. I think that's great, and it's true. Well, it's about well-being. It's not just being skinny or losing weight or dieting. That's why this lifestyle perception of lifestyle change, I think, is a much better and healthier yeah perception, actually, and a way of seeing it, then that actually brings much more fuel to well-being than starting off with dieting. Because in order to make those changes for a better well-being, there are many things involved. It's not just food, it's movement, it's rest, and rest is so underrated oftentimes, because oh yeah, it's just resting or just sleeping or just taking a break or a siesta, but it's part of the whole physical being and well-being, same as sanitation. So those four things, I think they are key to make well-being really worthwhile. So thank you, Nikki, for that comment.
There was loads of comments there, loads and loads of comments. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Three surgeons came out there with a simple one. The secret of diet is how you control your brain, mindset.
Yeah.
It's all about control, isn't it?
Control.
Yeah.
So we're going to
And-
play Christina's.
Yeah.
It's got to do with age as well.
You think?
Because, like slim people, look at Stephanie, she ate more than you are eating.
That's true.
And she's just as thick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of
Christine, how?
She doesn't drink 4 beers a night.
No, that's what she doesn't do.
Christine, have you had have you noticed that in your own life as well, that maybe physical goals were different at a certain age than maybe at an older age?
Definitely. When
Yeah.
you're younger, you always want to be slim and look good, which I was and did.
Now not peeing your pants is a success, right?
And now you just want to look good.
Now I know I just look like Granny. And she
You look
was the
great.
same. She told us children all the time, you know, when I was young, I was so slim. And we all went, don't believe her. But
Amazing. Christina said to me once, we were used to be young, free, and drunk. Now we're just drunk.
no, we're just
Now we're just and. Yeah, it works better in German, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What is it in German?
Jung, gefährlich und besoffen.
Now we're just und. Okay, we got some trolls on, and but don't worry, don't read it, don't react, don't mention them. The moderators are doing a great job, so don't worry about it. Don't forget though, you can actually say anything on here as long as you don't contravene the Google community guidelines. So that last one from whoever it was.
Yeah. Keep it out.
Absolutely.
Okay. And sometimes it gets automatically caught and I release it. So, yeah, basically it's now what we've been talking 45 minutes now. And on a subject that is passionate for a lot of people.
Yes.
But I'd like to bring Christina in now because she sits in the corner there and doesn't say much. And so what we decided to do, I decided to interview her, and so she can talk without us talking over her. And this is what she had to say. Christina, where is she? There she is. I'm going to mute us again. So, Mrs. Dowd, people have been asking, why don't you talk so much these days on balcony banter?
Let me think. The main reason is that I'm a bit slower. Libido to my illness, what's it in English?
Libido? That's your sex drive.
Nah, libido. So,
Debil, your disability.
yeah,
Oh, debil is, disability.
and I sometimes take a while until I think things over, and then it's another theme again.
So by the time you've thought what you want to say, we've gone on to something else.
Yeah. Or you're so talking so fast that, and I'm thinking so slow.
So what should we do? Should we talk slower?
Nah.
Nah.
I'd like to see and to sit and listen, actually.
Good.
And sometimes it's like for instance, the question, what do you do when you're in a bad mood? And people say things to put them in a better mood. And I just enjoy sometimes to be in a bad mood and feel sorry for myself. And the next day I'm happy again.
And what makes you happy the next day?
A nice dream. Or I just think what was wrong with me yesterday.
What about a cuddle from your husband?
Yeah. Maybe that's what I need from time to time, yeah. But it's very difficult to get cuddles because I'm always so far down.
I can come down to that level, no problem.
Yeah, it's not so comfortable like the old days.
Or you can cuddle me belly.
It's getting smaller.
So what are some of the topics that you want to talk about? Because I know that you're not really into this sort of lovey-dovey stuff.
No.
And, I mean, self-help is good, but what do you think of self-help with your illness?
Don't know, that's something everybody must find out by themselves. I like to talk about getting older.
Uh-huh.
Like people have different ways to can't even talk English these days to cope with getting older.
Uh-huh.
And some are stupid and some are really good.
Uh-huh. What are some of the stupid ones?
And people try to not get older and have operations and things.
Okay, so
And
try
act like they're still young.
what, like gold chains and open-top cars.
No, but not even that. But
So what do you think you should get old gracefully?
Yeah. Get wise, think about your life, enjoy that you're not having such a big impact, and just relax.
So what's one of the worst things about getting old?
Don't even know.
You think getting old's good?
Yeah, the worst things is that your body doesn't do what you want, but
Uh-huh.
mine doesn't do that for years since. So I'm used to it.
And what is the best thing do you think about getting old is?
That you don't have to go to work anymore. You sleep long.
A lot of people still have to go to work when they're old, you know.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
and that's just me.
Uh-huh. If I stopped working, you'd be knackered, kid.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but no, but...
you're not working for a company.
No, you're my boss.
You're working for me, and that's good.
That's good.
I'd like to be a boss.
Uh-huh. And you boss me about every day.
Uh-huh.
What do I need to do today before we go on to balcony banter?
Put me on my bike.
Uh-huh. And roll you down the hill.
No, there's no hills in this apartment.
So, Mrs. Dowd, you're quite happy with what you're doing?
Yeah,
But you can't really get involved in sort of the more... What about the spiritual ones we discuss, or the happy ones and stuff like that?
which ones are
The
those?
balcony banters. Love and find love and soak up love like a sponge, like last week.
Doesn't do so much for me, because since I'm from Bavarian, nobody says, I love you there.
No,
No,
pastor.
pastor.
Uh-huh. What's the nicht schimpft is klug genug?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's that in English? If I don't swear at you, then that should be praise enough.
Yeah.
You little Bavarians, the barbarians, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, Mrs. Dowd. So this will be shown on Balcony Banter tonight. So we'll see you in a couple of seconds.
Yeah,
Are you still gonna have the same T-shirt on?
of course. Might need a scarf when it gets really cold.
Oh yeah, we might even do it inside if the wind's blowing.
Yeah, but now it's quite nice again.
It is. Gonna go on your bike now.
Yeah.
So what do you think?
I try to get in. I need your thing. Your
thing?
Click thing.
My click thing.
And I click whenever I want to say something. And then everybody's quiet and waiting for me
Uh-huh.
to bring my input.
So when you're ready to say something, you want to click.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's probably a good idea.
it is. So we're talking away, and then all of a sudden Christina wants to say something. And it's too late now.
Hey,
What? Have I made it
how
too hard
does
for
it
you?
work? Oh, maybe I clicked on the wrong side.
Okay, that's not loud enough. Is that too heavy?
Oh,
That's fine.
It's fine.
So if you want to interrupt me, why don't you just say, oi? Well, I'm sure everybody will be looking forward to that, especially the dogs that have been trained with one of those. So if you've got a dog that's trained by one of these, be careful. Right, Mrs. Dow, we're going to finish now.
I might try that, yeah.
Uh-huh. We'll see you in a minute. Gonna say tra.
Ciao. See you tonight.
Well, ladies and gentlemen,
Love it.
we had a
Thank
bit
you,
of fun on the
Christine.
balconies.
That was lovely. That was lovely.
Yes.
So,
Amazing.
because
Can I
this-
just say that the
Sure.
two of you, this really is fantastic. I mean, you really bring out the best in each other.
we have fun.
Yeah.
That's because we were best mates before we were lovers, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What else we got? We got loads of people putting hearts up there, and I'd like to thank Michael Jackson for the donation there. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And lots of hearts. It's actually getting late now, and instead of going and getting a scarf for Christina, we're actually going to finish up early.
Yeah.
I don't know what else I've got. What's this one? No. We don't.
Oh, no.
From the barbarian.
From the Bavarians. So we're not actually going to finish on a song tonight. For the simple reason is it's easier for Giuliani to put it up there without the music. So what we're going to do is we're going to go round the table and final thoughts about diets, final thoughts about what balcony banter is going to morph into. I think there'll be more little things from Chris. I'll put my new camera up and take. Did you like the picture, by the way? Was
I
it a
was
nice
waiting to
picture?
see, did you have your slider on that?
I did have my slider on that. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I did notice.
It's not supposed to be noticeable that it's like taken away from what's happening, but it's to make the interview interesting.
Yeah.
So if you're watching on catch up, I'd like to know in the comments what you think about that slider, because it's something I really like now. What about you, Chris? Have you got your clicker there?
Yeah, but now I can't click anymore.
Why not? You don't have enough
I
power.
don't know.
You don't have enough.
Just-
There you go.
Hey,
There you
that's it.
go.
I use it for when I do voiceovers and I make a mistake. I do a double click and then I know where to go back and change and cut it out. I don't know. I'm getting a cough again. No, don't let me get a cough again. So, Chris, what are your thoughts to diets and lifestyle change? Are you happy that I'm changing my lifestyle?
Very happy. And I don't like to eat so much myself, so
No.
I sometimes feel guilty if you leave all the food for you and you gotta eat it.
Oh, no. In fact, it's probably Christina's fault that I'm fat.
Yeah,
Yeah. There you
because
go.
I eat too little.
You eat too little. Right. Ian,
Yes, well,
what's your final thoughts?
very good actually. Final thoughts there is, Christine, that was very nice. Look forward to some more bits like that in the future. It was very nice. Thoroughly enjoyed that.
Thank you.
Thoroughly enjoyed that. As far as dieting goes, or changing your habits from dieting, I've never dieted in my life. I always eat the same. Well, didn't always eat the same, but I didn't go in for fancy foods, plain everyday food, and I just watch my weight. I know if I'm putting on a wee bit, so you just moderate your intake a wee bit and just adjust yourself. You know, it's down to your thoughts, what you put in your head, and what you want to look like at the end of the day. That's my
I
thought
can't
on it.
remember who said it, but I think there was one comment to say that a lot of people eat food for comfort and not for sustenance, and I think
Yeah.
that's also a massive factor of putting on weight. Maybe we ought to do a balcony banter on why do we put on weight, and I think the answer would be because we're gluttons.
Yeah, could be an answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I the only one am I the only one
That's-
tanned here?
Yeah, actually. Yeah.
Got to change the white balance. Let's do a manual white
it.
balance. Here we go. That's there we go. There we go. No, that's the way. Get a little bit bluer. There you go. Is that better? More red now. Oh yes, darling.
Yeah.
And people should also eat a lot slower.
Yes, I would agree with that, Christine. You get people sitting, stuffing themselves as fast as they can, and that is not good for you. I would agree with that.
Yeah. Chewing properly. So pre-digesting.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
As
Giuliani.
long as you have teeth.
As long as you have teeth.
that's true.
I've got 3 implants, but you can't see them because they're in my gums. I haven't had the teeth attached to them yet. I've got to pay for that as well, haven't I? Oh my god! If you want to support the channel, I need another £2 for me teeth. Giuliani.
I really, truly enjoyed Christine's interview very much. Thank you. I said it before. The two of you, you bring out the best in each other. So I'm looking forward to hearing more and seeing more of those videos. Absolutely. And I want to thank everyone for the eager discussion tonight. Really, I think we can make a new discussion out of that. And thank you for all your comments, and we will definitely go through them again. And keeping the attitude right while changing lifestyle is important. And and then staying motivated. There are days definitely where it's easier than other days to go through with those changes, and days where someone feels like giving up, but then getting back on the motivational train is always good. And the most important thing is doing it for your own well-being, and not just to impress or to
As a fad.
look slimmer. It's about being well and being healthy and sustaining yourself for longevity.
Longevity, on that word. There's a guy on YouTube called Beard Meets Food, and he eats huge amounts, was as thin as a rake. Check him out. I shall check him out and weep. Anyway, my take on this is I'd like to apologise to anybody that I offended tonight because I was taking some of the comments personally. I know you didn't mean it like that, and I know that you're trying to help. And I have just got to focus on my lifestyle change, because not drinking is something that I really have to do. And are we frozen? No. Okay, good.
No.
I've just got a yellow warning light here. Oh, it's the battery. The battery's about
We're
to run
still
out.
You're okay.
on.
Yeah, you're still okay.
So the battery's about to run out anyway, so I'd just like to thank each and every one of you for joining us today. If you got this far on catch up, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that little bell for notifications. And I'm actually going to publish Christina's interview separately, so if you want to watch that again, that'll be up tonight. And also, I did a drive around Caio Savaki today, on the way home from my walk, and I'm going to publish that tonight. So you got 2 new videos from me tonight: a drive around Cayo Savaki in January 2021, and Christina's interview in total there. So I'd like to thank Ian and Giuliani and Christina for joining us again on Balcony Banter. I'd like to thank you guys for commenting, and I'd like to thank you guys that donated, and obviously, and Ali Bennett, who became a balconista today.
Woohoo!
1 new member. Thank you, Ali.
Hey, wow.
And if you want to join them, you can go to the link in the description of this. Right at the bottom, it says join. If you press the link, it tells you all about it, and you can decide whether you want to join or not. If you want to anonymously support the channel, you can use the PayPal link on timothydowd.com, or just watch the videos, like, subscribe, and what does Rick and Shelley say? And share. Okay, that's it. I'm going to do a quick song, but it's only the first few bars, and then I'm going to turn it off. Is that okay?
That's okay. Yep.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Vamos a la playa.
Bye.